Welcome back to the table. I'm Kim Ganassin, and I want to talk to you about a very important word in your life that happens to be highly charged four-letter word called want. Want. It's a big one. It really is, and I'm going to tell you why it's big for you and me and for all of us who are coming to the table to get more familiar with our vibrational totality. Okay? So in the work that I do with clients, doing readings, doing vibrational therapy, I am experiencing you in your vibrational totality. I'm tapping into you at the vibrational level, which is the basis for everything and encompasses everything. And what I've learned is people are incredibly dissociated from their want, their natural want. Now, I'm sitting here saying their want as if want is a thing. And let's roll with that, because want is a thing and it is a natural part of you. It's a part of your vibrational foundation. You have want vibrations emanating from you all the time. But the problem is we have become corrected over time, right? Our parents taught us how to be polite. Our parents taught us how to not respect all of our wants, which, you know, is okay. We can't have everything we want. That's not what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about staying mentally, psychologically, and vibrationally associated with your natural wants that are going to inform your process in life and are going to lead you forward down a path that is meaningful for you. Okay? So, let's just have a quick look at it. As a client is talking to me and they say, I want X. I want the new Tesla sedan in red. I want the Tesla. Okay, when they use the word want, it has a tendency to bring out in them an authentic vibration, because want is a real thing that you do vibrationally. It's in your foundation. Okay, so want comes straight out of them and comes to me, and I feel a direct path from them to me as one vibration. That's a good thing. Now, for some of us, especially us ladies, especially the ladies, okay, when someone says, you know, I would like it if such and such happened, or, you know, yeah, I'd like that, or yes, you know, I want to have that, sure, right? But you hear all the and if, you know what I mean? If I use the word want, I almost have to pull away from it a little bit, because as a female, I'm not really allowed to want for myself. And so I have to sort of condition it, or I have to change the wording to say I would like. Well, the problem is when I have a client in front of me and they say I would like, the words I would like, all they do is create this ball of static in front of them, and it blocks their authentic expression of what they really want and their ability to actually project their want forward. So I would like is just a lot of static. It doesn't really work. Okay, so let me just illustrate something. Way back in the day, 1973, I'm having dinner with my dad at a nice restaurant. And the waitress comes up and says, what would you like to have, young lady? And I said, I would like shrimp. And then she says to my dad, what can I bring you? And my dad says, I'll have the steak. Now you see the difference there. Let's break it down a little bit. For a female to say, I would like, is socially appropriate, okay? And I was taught to use polite speech. Most of us were. So it's very common. It doesn't seem like it's a bad thing. But then over here you have the male at the table saying, I'll have such and such, right? I'll have the steak. The difference here in the two usages of language is actually huge, okay? I'll have the steak means that I will get the steak. The steak is going to get here, and I'm going to have it. It's very direct. The only way for that statement to be actually more authentic is if you use the word want. I want the steak, right? That's a foundational vibration that is unconditioned by anything. Want. Okay, but I'll have the steak is actually very confident that it's going to show up. Okay, so it's also very direct. Now the little female saying, I would like shrimp. Well, would like has nothing to do with what's going on right now, because would is in the future. So if that shrimp happens to show up on my plate, I will like it in that moment, but I'm not actually telling you what I want. I'm telling you that if in the future shrimp happens to show up, then I will like it in that moment. Okay, that is really not so good. It really just disempowers the person saying it, okay? Now I know that we're talking about a social situation. I don't have a problem with polite speech, but I'm trying to make a point that not speaking directly from the vibration of wanting and putting all of this language out there that just creates a lot of static and creates a big gap between what you want and your ability to get it from the waitress, because that's what that language does. That does not create an expression of an authentic vibration. It is not vibrationally authentic to say, I would like, when really what it is I want shrimp. Okay? So, I want you to think about that and start a journal. If you're one of these women, especially, it happens to men too, but especially if you're one of these women who has been, you know, systematically, culturally dissociated from your want, then let's see what we need to do about it, because the goal here at the table is to reassociate you with your authentic vibration and therefore your authentic want. It's about empowerment and authenticity. Okay? So, let's say you make a journal, and what you're going to do is you're going to categorize the way that you're going to categorize the wants in your life. Okay, so case in point. You have an 8-year-old son who wants a tablet, a new tablet for their birthday. And so you're not going to buy what you want because you want to be able to afford to buy the tablet that your son wants for his 8th birthday. And so there's nothing wrong with that. But when you say, I want to not buy this in order to buy this for someone else, that's really a very feminine thing. That's a very cultured female thing to do, to forego your want in order to serve someone else's want. See what I'm saying? Most women have the habit, and it's a big part of the culture, that they're allowed to want what other people want, they're allowed to want on behalf of other people, but they're not really allowed to want something for themselves that is not logical, or that does not serve the greater good for the community or for their family. A selfish want is really not tolerated from women. And so let's take the word selfish off of it and let's just look at what want is. Okay? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to categorize your wants. Do you want to, let's look at it this way. Do you want to work lots and lots of overtime, just work and work and work to make extra money to put it in a college fund for your children? Well, I would say, of course, you want your child to be able to go to college and have some money backing them up. But do you want to work and work and work all the extra hours, all the overtime that you can possibly get between now and the day that your child is 18? I'm going to guess no, that part is not true, right? So the authentic vibration is I want my child to be supported through college. And the inauthentic vibration is I want to work as many hours as I can to make that happen. Once again, you might end up making that decision, but for the purposes of your journal, you're going to separate out the wants. Your authentic want versus a want that you have on behalf of someone else. It's important that you do that. You want to start seeing your authentic want represented in your life. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where you're going to start with the journal. You're going to write down, how often do I have the opportunity to sit back and reflect upon what I want? Really do it. Really do it. Okay? And then you're going to ask, how often do I have the opportunity in my life to actually invest some of my own energy in what I want? Okay, because say I'm sitting in a room with my family and you say, Kim, what do you want? What do I want? Gosh, I'm a little confused. I don't understand the question. I mean, in the context of me sitting around with my family, I don't really answer questions about what I want. What I want is what we want. What I want is what my people want, and I don't really get it. What are you talking about? I can't conceptualize my want sometimes. I just don't even recognize my want. It's just, I don't even think about it. It doesn't drive me at all. It's a non-issue in my life. Now, I know all about your wants. I'm all about your wants, right? I don't know anything about my wants, but I know your wants inside and out because I study your want day in and day out, whether you're my family or whether you're my coworkers, you're my boss, whether you're my dogs. You know, I know your wants better than you do. In fact, I know what you want. I know how you want it. I know how long you want it. I know when you want it. I know everything, okay, about your want, but I don't get mine. That's not how it should be, you know? So, the journal is very important. Now, I want to share with you briefly my little want journal because I get confused sometimes about what I want. And it's all scribbly and messy, but as you can see, I decided to make my want journal yesterday in the shape of a pyramid. And why did I do that? Because I realized that at the very basis, at the bottom level of what I want, sort of at the foundation, is I want to survive. Well, we all gotta cop to that, right? Survival is a part of the reptilian brain. You cannot be human without it, right? And actually, the survival instinct really very much is influential in how we still function in groups as humans. You know, this is the foundation for why women want what the group wants. Women want the best for the group because that's how the group survives. Okay, so it's not our fault. This is just, you know, how it rolls forward in time, and we want to move forward as well. So this is just at the bottom, and we want more. So let's look at more. Okay, right above surviving is giving and exchanging love. I want to give love. I want it to be received, and I want to receive love in return, and I want it all just to flow in beautiful circles, just like it does in the universe. The universe is based upon the exchange of love. It's just, that's all there is. So of course, that's what I want, love. Okay, up from there, I want to create. Creating is so important for me. It goes so deep. I want to create movement, you know, spontaneously. I want to create music when I sing in the car and I just pop into a song. I want to create YouTube videos where I take these concepts and these experiences that I've had and I put them together creatively so that I can share them with you and maybe allow them to move forward. I gotta create, I gotta be an artist, you know? So, up from there, we have connect to the body. I love the physical body. I love human bodies, okay? I love going to dance class, and I love feeling the relationship between the muscles and the joints, and I love to feel the gravity in my body, the effective gravity in my body. I love to express ideas through movement. I love to sit in a hot bath. I love giving back scratches, and I love to be massaged and hold hands and hug and all that kind of stuff. So for me, I want a beautiful positive connection to my body, and I want to do that as a pack animal, right? A human being. So the next thing on my list, okay, now we're up to a couple of the more material things. Hear me. Witness me. Witness me. I want a home. I want a home. I want a home here on earth. I want a home on the other side. I dream about home. I dream about creating home. When I have lucid dreams on the other side, I'm searching the land, I'm searching the scapes for where would be my home. Where's my home? Where's my community? Because they're the same thing. I want home. Deep, deep drive. Okay. And then, last but hardly least, when I've got my beautiful foundation of home and a creative life and I've got love and my survival needs are taken care of, I want doggies. Okay? Doggies are just the honey in my tea. I love their little fuzzy bodies. I love the little waggy tail. I love the little wet nose, and I love the little huff and puff, right? The panting and the little nails on the floor when they run around all excited, and the expression of unbridled joy in their eyes. I want dogs. Okay? And you know what? I'm going to be completely honest, and I'm going to force myself to say it in the right way. I want that red Tesla sedan. You have heard me. I surrender my wants in front of you right now. And I hope that you will come back to the table with some ideas about your wants, how they fit into your life, how they inform your choices to invest your time, invest your energy, okay? Understand that your wants are a foundational part of your vibrational self, your totality, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing to know, all right? So, I want to thank you for being here. I'll see you next time. Bring your wants, make your comments, and take care.